I was just in my head and I was thinking about all of these interactions that we have in our physical lives, just living our life, and they seem so real, but they're always tests. These are tests that we go through, bruh, and I just had a big test the other day. Oh my God, bruh. Wednesday was a terrible day as far as stress levels, okay? Like, already I was out of tobacco, okay? Pretty much down to crumbs. I've been down to crumbs for like a week now, it feels like. So, and no money to replace my tobacco. And I ain't been this low on tobacco in many, 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 many years. So, on this day, I had the spirit to get this video done, the first video to Sealed Portion 88, Sealed Portion, Chapter 88. I was working through it mightily. Try not to think about my circumstances and how I've had to really slow down on my tobacco smoking. Even though I was used to smoking about anywhere from 10 to 12 cigarettes a day, for many years. And come to my Facebook and have a message from my former girlfriend, who is a good friend now. Well, we've been good friends. I feel like even more so now. But anyway, that's not the point. Her message said that she doesn't know what to do about my internet bill because Cox is trying to charge $103. Is it $103? $104. They're trying to charge $104 for my internet this month. Now, they claim that the reason why is because I switched the ACP benefit, government assistance, in order to pay your phone bill or help to pay your internet, which I had it on my internet. But, I had it on my internet to help me even when I was working, doing my independent contracting. I had income. So I was able to pay my little $30 phone bill. It was no problem for me to pay that. So they basically tell me that I have to speak to ACP because ACP put a chargeback on my account because I had to switch it from my internet to my phone when I had no income. Because for a little while there, I was able to pay my phone bill even with the help that I was receiving. Like the Father was using certain people to help me. So it was getting taken care of. My phone bill was getting taken care of. And I didn't have to worry about it. So when I knew that I probably might lose my phone, I was literally forced to take the ACP benefit from my internet and put it on my phone. Because my phone, that number is attached to all of my interactions and transactions. Everything requires a phone number these days. Bruh. So all of this, bruh. All of this. This was the stress. Like, bruh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, Okay, so I speak to ACP, and now ACP is saying that they never heard of a chargeback, that they are here to help people, and they don't charge back your account because you have to move the funds to another account or to another place. Bruh, like, oh my God. So they basically was denying it. They denied that they put the charge back. Okay? But now I'm stuck with this bill of $104, like double the amount of my internet per month. Like, bruh. And I'm having to deal with this, okay? I'm having to go through automated systems, press this button. Bruh. Oh my God. What's this? Oh my God, my stress levels, I wasn't able to smoke. I had no herb. I was already out of herb. I had been out of herb, bro. And oh my God. Like, you want to know what going through the fire is like? Bruh. Like, oh my God. And later that night, I had a dinner party planned, okay? There was a dinner party that had been planned like a day before. Okay? It was planned. The day before, I had planned a dinner party for that night, Wednesday. The same day that I'm having to deal with all of this. Okay? I had plans of making mock chicken wings, fried. And it would have been, bomb, right? Bruh, I ain't get a chance to do that. I ain't get a chance to even do that. Dealing with them, I was a pinball machine. They forced me to be like a pinball machine, literally, because I'm trying to get this bill taken care of. So I literally had to call back Cox, okay, and speak to someone else. Then I got a supervisor, and then I had to speak to someone else from Cox department. This is freaking crazy, bruh. Crazy. Over 2 hours of my time with that. And then, of course, when I got done with that, I dived back into doing the video for Seal Portion Chapter 88. Like, bruh, I wanted to get it freaking done. I got it almost done, and I stopped, and I'm like, damn, I really gotta go get food ready. I was doing a little bit here and there, like I had marinated the wings, or, the oyster mushrooms that I was gonna make into wings, and, I got the Brussels sprouts ready. I didn't take no picture of the Brussels sprouts, because I was busy. Like, I was busy all day Wednesday. And it was just a hectic ass day. And I was running very, very low on my tobacco, on crumbs, the dang cherry falling off. No herb. I had a little bit I'm pinching off, and just smoking a bowl here and there. Bruh, it has been perilous times as far as, want of my pacifiers, want of the things that, help me cope in this life, like, bruh. And so my homies come over, but, I was running behind, so, they get here. And, bruh, I ain't have time to do the fried wings, bruh. I literally just threw them things in the pan and, sauteed them, basically. And, bruh, that's what we had, bruh. And I had some barbecue sauce. I made mashed potatoes and them Brussels sprouts. And, it didn't turn out it just didn't turn out the way that I had planned, because I didn't plan in that, 2+ something hours dealing with, that, bruh. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh man. I had everything planned out perfect for that day, bro. And I had been looking forward to, having time with my Aki and Diamond. I know both of them. I met both of them at what's the name of that freaking place? One Gas. Yeah, One Gas is what I worked for, but I forget the name of the freaking tower. I forget the name of the dang tower that I worked in. because they worked for a different company within that tower. I worked for One Gas. And anyway, that's how we met. And this was back in like 2016 or so. So, yeah, bro. I was looking forward to having him come over for dinner. And, well, that didn't really go as planned either. Even though, I mean, it was good seeing my Aki and whatnot, but bruh, it was another test. It was test on top of test on top of test, bruh. Like, and I love my Aki, you know, so I ain't gonna be talking, you know, shit or nothing like that. But at the same time, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't talk shit about my homies. I don't talk shit about anybody. I don't cuss people out. That was another thing I wanted to make a point. You know, though I'm going through all of this, I didn't cuss out not one representative. You know, I kept it real with them, and I told them what was going on, and I even told them, look, I'm you know, in destitute situations here as far as my wants and desires, you know, for my crutches of this world, like my cigarettes, my herb, you know, like I kept it real with them, okay? And I'm like, bruh, already you know that I got the government assistance because I don't have income. You know, I literally kept it real with them down to the nitty gritty. Like, bruh, man. And like, you know, the only thing that they actually did all of that time, you know, 2+ hours dealing with him, all they did was take $20 off and then told me that, yes, if there happened to be a late fee, yes, it can be waived. So, you know, that helps me out a little bit, but I had to fight for that, you know, and it's still like a huge charge. They're still charging like $82 or something like that for this month for my internet. Like, bruh. And already she had to struggle last month. I had to call them last month, bruh. I had to call them and deal with them about this last month when my bill was like freaking $80-something. They were charging like $80-something last month. So this month it went up to $100-something and they took it down to 80, and she's left to have to deal with that, bruh. Like, she's doing her best to try to help me. And these people, like, they keep raising my bill, like, forcing her to pay more. Like, they know I don't have income. I'm doing what I'm called to do. Like, literally, bruh. And I had to sacrifice my wants and my crutches of this world in order to do it. Because my trust and faith is in the Father. And while I'm doing His work in the vineyard, like He told me to do, He said He's going to take care of me. Now, how that's going to happen, I have no earthly idea, okay? Like, in my flesh, I'm suffering, okay? But in my spirit, I know that my Father has me. Bruh. Today, I'm going to work on the sealed portion, Chapter 88, Part 2. Okay? These videos is going to be coming to you as soon as possible. I'm working on them. Part 2 is about 40 minutes. Part 1 is a little shorter. Try to find, you know, good places in it, you know, to break it off. I don't want to just cut it off in the middle, you know, of something important. So, I'm going to have all 3 of these coming to you. And it's going to be 3 parts to the sealed portion, Chapter 88. It was recorded on 11/5/22. Yeah, and, bruh, you can get it and read along. Well, I wasn't planning on putting this out right now, bro, because I want to work on the sealed portion. But anyway, you can download the sealed portion, the PDF. Alright, the one that I'm reading from. Alright. I did want to talk about the interaction that night with my Aki. So, like, bruh, I was looking forward to it, bro. And, I really wanted them to listen to, the sealed portion, the one that I'm working on, before anyone else. I was telling them that they can have a sneak peek, right? And in my Aki, when we had some interesting conversations in the store the day before, and so like, bruh, he explains these analogies. It's just absolutely crazy, bro. Like, I'd be like, what are you talking about? Like, he'd be talking about blowing people up and, like, or fighting interactions. And I'm like, bruh, like, I'm not, or like in a war or something. Like, bro, like, okay, so a spiritual war, yes, but, like, man, I wasn't even trying to get that deep with my Aki. I was trying to keep it simple and tell him it's not as complicated as you think, And but he just has this way, like, it's like his brain is wired different, bruh. Like, he's not like everybody else, bruh. Like, he thinks for himself. That's what I love about my Aki. I love the fact that he thinks for himself. But I just don't understand, like, his logic, because he kept saying I'm greedy because I won't give up smoking. Like, bruh, that has nothing to do with greed. You cannot make up your own definition of what greed means to you. Okay? Greed is about hoarding something from someone that's in need. Okay? That's greed. And I don't do that. Like, so what are you talking about? Like, that makes no sense, bruh. Like, no. It's a crutch that I have of this world, but bruh, he was like literally antagonizing me and nitpicking me over smoking. Like, already I have been going through this crap all damn day, dealing with, Cox and ACP, and my stress levels through the freaking roof. Oh my God, bruh. And he was literally telling me that I'm greedy. That I, like, oh my God. And then, he'll ask me questions, or Diamond asked me, she was like, so why don't you go to church? So you don't want to go to church? Like, they see that like as, like, that's such a sin against the Most High because I don't go to church. Like, bro, we are the church, okay? We are the church. We are the temple, okay? Your body, your vessel. We're the church. So why are you gonna go to a freaking building made with human hands, listening to a man that had to learn under another man? They had to go to theology school and seminary school, which is actually cemetery school, okay? Cemetery school. Because they're dead in spirit. They have no earthly idea what they're talking about. They cannot break down scripture by way of the Spirit because they don't have His Spirit. You go in there to listen to precepts of men. What is the purpose of that? You're basically shooting yourself in the foot. So when my Aki tells me that they started doing like a Bible study, I'm like, that's good, Aki. I'm glad that you're starting in the Bible and you want to take this journey. That's good. That's exactly what I did. I told him that. I said, that's a good start. That's a great start. And I say that I pray that the Father does for you what He did for me, because that's the same exact thing that I did. Okay, but I was trying to impart to him some knowledge, to let him know be careful, because I've been there. I did this. So I'm letting you know that there is stumbling blocks. There's obstacles in there. It's not the infallible word of God, my Aki. I wanted to let him know that a man wrote it, okay? And wicked men pieced different scriptures together and created the Bible, where we know today as the Holy Bible was compiled by wicked ass Gentiles that took it upon themselves to piece together a book that they labeled the Holy Bible. Okay? So understand who gave you your Bible. So you gotta, it's suspect, bruh. Suspect, okay? Expect it to have temperings. Okay? And how many times have it been revised and revised and edited and edited and edited and revised and revised? Bruh, are you kidding me? You're literally going to sit there and blindly believe in written words in the pages of a book that's been in the hands of wicked men? Really? And you're going to reject his word by way of the Spirit? It's because of your ego. You don't want to humble yourself because you're arrogant and you're prideful in what you think that you know. But you don't know anything when it comes to the oracles of the Most High. You are knowledgeable of this world in which you live in, but it is a false reality that is about to blow up in your face. Now, on that note, I ain't gonna stay on here because I'm busy. I have to get started on Sealed Portion, Chapter 88, Part 2. Shalom.